a book ever upset you for years and you just couldn't get over it? Like, you just, every time you see the book cover, it just absolutely makes you mad. Today, we're going to review and tell you the reasons I hated this book that everybody else loved. And we're going to build a cocktail just for it called Razz Bees. Because it's bad and it just fits this book great. So, welcome to Boozy Bee's Books and Cocktails. I'm Dana B. I'm glad that you've joined me today. This is something that I have not done. I don't, hopefully, not going to do it very often, but I'm going to share with you the reasons I hated this book. It's called A Little Life. And I am so sorry that I'm doing this because it was the #1 bestseller and everybody seems to have liked it except for me. So I'm going to try to stay on points. I actually had to make myself a bullet point sheet just so that I would stay on task because I get so worked up about this book. It is about 4 college-age students. They meet in college. There's 4 boys, and it follows through their lives. And one of the young men is very depressed. Mentally, he is unstable. And the author goes in very, very, very depth about how mentally disturbed he is or depressed that he is. And there's a lot of trigger words in here. There's a lot of trigger scenes in here, a lot of suicide, talk about suicide. So the first reason that I hated this book is, one, it was 814 pages long. And while I was reading this book, I was so excited to read this book because it was a bestseller and people were just raving about it. And so I really wanted to be there for this book. And it's a long book. 814 pages is a long book. And when you're reading something like that, I feel like there should be an ending to it. And I would say that probably 400 pages in, I was like, why am I reading it? And I stuck it out. So I was mad at myself for staying 814 pages, and I felt like a waste of my time. Number 2, my empathy was gone at the end of this book. And I hate that so bad because I know that a lot of people do have mental illness and they suffer from depression and they are in a lot of pain and misery. And so my heart broke for this young man. Clearly he was in a lot of pain, and by the end of it, I had no empathy whatsoever. I knew that he was in pain, and his friends knew that he was in pain, and they just kept on enabling him. And so by the end, I just wished for this young man to be put out of his misery. And that's a hard thing for me to say because I do have sympathy and empathy for mental illness. So maybe that was one of the reasons I was mad at myself by the end of it. It was just horrific. It was just, yeah. So number 3, everybody loved it so much, and I didn't. It was just so dark and depressing, and I just didn't get it. And I listened to a podcast the other day, and she put this, and I can't remember the girl's name. She put this as going to be one of the modern classics. And that kind of bothered me. I was like, I just don't understand. I don't understand how such a dark, depressing book can be made into a modern classic. And of course, we're several years from that. But again, that got my hackles up. I was just like, how can it be a classic? And then number 4, every time I see this cover, I just get so beside myself. I was walking in Walmart the other day, and I made my thumbnail the picture of it. I was in Walmart and saw it in the wild, and my daughter and husband was with me, and I went on this big rampage about why I hated this book so much. And I don't know if it's the cover. I don't know how to even explain how I feel about this cover, because um, is he in pain because of ecstasy? Is he in pain because of his dark depression? It just ended up being a whine to me, and like fingernails like in the chalkboard, bad. And then I guess my thing number 5 is my takeaway from this book is I learned that if by 400 pages I'm not digging this book, to stop. And it's okay to stop a book. It's okay not to finish the book. And for a long, long time, I was one of those that I just kept reading and reading and reading, and surely something would come out of this book. And sometimes it just doesn't. And sometimes that's okay. It would be better to stop the book than have my reaction to this book, or at least that's what I think. I will never, if someone says, "What's your most hated book?" This is it. And I hate that, because it's kind of like, this author has put herself out there and written this 814-page book, and me, my own opinion, I cannot say how much I don't like this book. So, if you've read it, let me know. Maybe it truly is me. Maybe I just, I don't know. So, anyway, we're going to make the Razz Bee cocktail today. And this is going to be the standard for if I do not like a book, they're going to get the Razz Bee cocktail. So, it is something I have not tried yet. We crafted it ourselves. So we'll share this together and see how it comes out. And it is going to be something. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something. So we have Jaggermeister. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And it is a licorice smell. It has a licorice smell to it. This may be horrible, and all of us just like horrible. So it's going to be an ounce of this, and we're going to put it in our shaker. Then we've got an ounce of Chambord, and it is a raspberry flavor. So the Razz Bee, we had to have raspberry in it. We're going to do an ounce of it. And I will put the recipe for the Razz Bee cocktail at the bottom. We've got a half an ounce of fresh lemon juice. And then an ounce of cranberry for a little bit of sweet. We had to have some sweet in there, right? And then we're going to give this a shake. And if you wanted to garnish it, you garnish it with a lime. That made a weird color. I was expecting red. I guess the Jägermeister. Okay, there we go. Here we go. I'm kind of nervous. It's got a little raspberry taste to the end of it. I don't know that I would want to drink this. Not as bad as I thought it would be, really. Okay. Happy Razz Bee to this book. Congratulations. So what I guess I'm going to say, take away from this book is, the main thing is, if you're reading a book and you're not connecting with that book, don't torture yourself. Just let it go. Let it go into the not gonna read it, not gonna finish it pile. It's okay. Don't waste your time on books that don't give you pleasure or educate you on something. It's not worth it. Time is too short and too limited to waste on a book that you do not like. So, A Little Life for me. Let me know what y'all think. If you read it, let's discuss it. Tell me why I should love this book. I would love that. So, real books, real drinks, real talks. Thank you for joining me on Boozy Bees, and please like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.
Cheers!